There are these two guys sitting in a bar together in a major metropolitan area, big city. And the first guy says to the second guy sitting in the bar, they're pretty well lit, and he says, "Hey, you know that huge skyscraper across the street there? Did you know that's the only place in the world where the air currents are just such that if you go to the top of that building this time of year and you jump off, you will not hit the ground. The currents will sweep you right back up onto the top of the building." The second guy goes, "Yeah, okay. You might want to cut yourself off now, buddy. That might, yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen." First guy goes, "No, I swear it's case." He says, "Come on, let's go. I'll show you. Come on, we'll go over. I'll show you." Second guy's like, "Nah, for real?" First guy's like, "Yeah, come on. No risk to you. I'll show you." So they do it. They get up, they go across the street, take the elevator all the way to the top. They're standing on the edge of the building, and first guy goes, "It's the greatest rush ever. There's no other feeling like it." Second guy goes, "Yeah, sure." First guy goes, "Yeah, watch." And he jumps off. He starts picking up speed all the way down. He's just boom, free falling. But he gets just about a little over a third of the way down. All of a sudden, he slows down gently and gets swept right back up on top of the building. Second guy's like, "Holy shit. That's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life." First guy goes, "You gotta try it. It's the greatest rush ever." The second guy's like, "Nah, I don't think I want to try it, but it's pretty cool." First guy goes, "No, I'll show you." Does the same thing, does it again. Jumps off the building, drops like a stone, but a third of the way down, just gentle as can be, right back up on top. Second guy's like, "Holy shit, that's phenomenal." First guy goes, "Try it. You're gonna hate yourself if you don't." Second guy's like, "I'm still not there." First guy says, "Look, if I can do it once more, if I can do it 3 times in a row, will you try it?" Second guy goes, "Yeah, okay." First guy jumps off, same thing, drops like a stone, third of the way down, just gentle, nice as can be back on top. First guy says, "Try it. You gotta do it. You're gonna regret it forever if you don't do it." Second guy's like, all right. He gets to the edge, he's all excited and everything. He gets to the edge of the building, has to, he works up all the courage he has and he leaps off. Him too, he starts dropping like a stone, quarter of the way down, third of the way down, halfway down, still picking up speed, 3/4 of the way down, blinding speed, boom, he splats, he hits the pavement and just splatters himself all over. First guy just kind of nods, goes back down the stairs, calmly walks back across the street, sits down at the bar and continues drinking his beer. Bartender walks over to him and says, "You're a real dick when you get drunk, Superman." He's just Superman. Fuck off, train. The train liked it. Come on, that's the train giving us props. Now, I know what you're saying. How does this have to do with a secret to happiness? Or what does this have to do with the secret to happiness? Nothing. I've been thinking more and more about these old jokes for some reason that, I've known since like grade school and shit. And I just thought that, of course, you would want to partake in a joke that has way too long a setup for a limited punchline, a limited payoff. That's my specialty. But I am going to talk to you about the secret to happiness, at least the secret to my own happiness. Now, excuse me, guys. When I talk to you guys about anything like this, I'm just speaking from my own personal experiences. I don't claim to know everything, don't have any delusions about knowing everything. All I know is what's worked for me. So if I've got something that I can share with you guys, might help you out here or there, I'm willing to do it. I'm not saying this is a fix-all for everyone. But for me, and it happened a long time ago, I discovered that, like everybody else, and to this day, I still get bummed out. But what you guys see of me here at the channel, over at the Goosh, wherever the case may be, I'm pretty up. I'm pretty happy, pretty gung-ho, and that's not an act. That's how I am. But what happened, and I don't get me wrong, it's not like I've had a cushy life. I grew up in a very, very poor family. I have been homeless. I could tell you the whole stories about that if you guys were interested sometime. I've been without a home, didn't know where I was going to sleep at nights, has seen some pretty hopeless times, been through a divorce with children involved, a lot of tough things. But years and years ago, as a matter of fact, probably about the time that I was homeless, when I was 16, it dawned on me that, and I know this is going to sound way oversimplified, and it may be, but for me it's worked. It dawned on me that life is so freaking short that I just simply don't want to be unhappy any more than is absolutely necessary. Now, listen, there are depressing things that are happening. You're going to deal with deaths of people that might be close to you, whatever the case may be, and obviously it's going to bring you down. just simple disappointments, whether it's at work or school, they'll bring you down. I go through the same thing, but I limit the amount of time that I allow myself to be down simply by will. I just don't want to spend my time doing that. Just because, again, life is so short, and it's something that, and being a hypnotist, I understand a little bit about the subconscious. That's become ingrained into my subconscious. I don't want to be unhappy. I really like being happy. That's why I mentioned to you guys before, like with the reaction videos, when I watch something, I'm looking for reasons to like it. I never go into it looking for reasons to dislike it. Not because I'm Little Mary Sunshine or anything, but because liking something is more fun than disliking something. I'm always looking for the next fun moment, the next reason to be happy. And that, I know it sounds like an oversimplification, but when you start convincing yourself of this, when you start, it's become a part of your being, a part of your subconscious, that yes, sometimes life's going to suck. And yes, sometimes you're really going to be bummed. And yes, sometimes things are just going to be shitty. And it's okay to feel bad. It's all right to feel bad for a while. But always with the thought that, man, feeling good is so much better than feeling bad. And with being an old fart, I've suffered, I've through a lot of loss. My father passed away, beloved aunts, tons of family members. It's unfortunate. That's the most unfortunate thing about getting older. And that always, obviously, it gets you down. But even in those down periods, I think about the people that I lost, and I know that they would be in 100% agreement with me because they were people I loved and loved me, that they would want me to be happy for as much of my life as I could. And it's not just because you guys know that I don't believe in the hereafter or anything. I think it actually works even more effectively the other way. For those of you who do have a strong faith, a strong religious faith, and believe there's something better afterwards, I think it makes it even easier maybe because regardless, this existence isn't going to last forever. And for those of you who believe that there's something better waiting for you, you got that to look forward to as well. It's an extra incentive to be a little bit up. I'm the type that I believe once I go, I turn to worm food, which doesn't sound appealing at all. But it doesn't stop me from, no matter what your belief system is, we know we're only here for a limited amount of time. And it's so much cooler feeling good than feeling bad. And I understand the hardships of depression. And I understand that it's more than just saying that to defeat depression. I really do. And I sympathize. I'm just telling you what works for me. And I think it can work for you too, because boy, the mind, and I can tell you this from experience with the hypnosis, your mind is so powerful. And if you convince yourself that you just want to be happy, you desperately want to be happy, you'd be surprised. Over time, it gets easier and easier to do. It gets easier to beat the demons. And again, that's, life is never going to be without sadness. It's never going to be without sorrow. The other side of that coin is the way we know what happiness is because it's the opposite of that sadness and sorrow, and it makes it all that much more fulfilling. So I don't know. I don't know how many, if any of you, that'll help, but it's worked for me. And I hope it'll help you guys too. So if you are defeated, if things are going bad, and like I say, it's okay to feel bummed. It's certainly great. I hope you have a great support system. You have friends, you have family, you have people you can talk to. Because man, that's a big assistance as well. Reach out to people that you know and you trust. If things have gotten severe and you're really in a dark place, get help. Get professional help. It's out there. But at the very core, just think about how short a time really, and this isn't a depressing thought, it just is what it is. We don't get to be here in whatever existence this is for all that long. Always look for the next enjoyment. If going on social media depresses you like it does a lot of people, stop for a while. Nothing's forcing you to do it. Stop. Don't. Or just seek out the places that you know are going to make you happy. For me, I can go watch old wrestling videos, from when I was a kid. I can go watch old baseball videos. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel good, indulge yourself in that. And just do your best, do your absolute best to when you're on your own and you've got that alone time with your mind, which can be a scary thing for all of us, when you got that alone time, convince yourself that feeling good kicks the shit out of feeling bad, and do the best you can to come through it. It's not earth-shattering advice. I know that I probably didn't actually unearth a secret here. I guess it's just my secret to being happy. But try it. And let me tell you, I mean this sincerely. I hope it helps you. I hope you can get there, because it's fun always looking for a reason to be happy, because a lot of times you can achieve it.